Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Real Estate 101. I am Tolulokpe Bukola-Ige, the MD of Andromeda Homes Limited, and of course, the charming pioneer of the Spop program. Now, what is Spop? Spop simply means Shared Property Ownership Program. Now, for today's video, I'll be shedding more light about what this program is all about, and I will be answering all your questions about the Spop program. So if you're just joining or first time tuning in, I want to quickly assure you that you should please go to our page right now and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now, Spop program is going to offer a lot of opportunities, especially for people who would like to invest. So if you have friends and families that are in this category, don't forget to also share our channel with them. Stay with me. I will be right back. See you soon. Okay, like I said earlier, SPOP simply means Shared Property Ownership Program, which presents a flexible way of co-owning properties with people of like minds. Now, this particular SPOP program was inspired by me after years of several marketing to different people in different walks of life. One thing I have noticed is that most people want to actually invest, but they do not have the financial muscle to go through with it. Now, this is why I came up with this flexible idea to see how they can actually grow their wealth. There are so many budding young entrepreneurs out there and working class people who would have loved to grow their wealth. But because of this financial constraints, they've been, turned back from doing this. So when they come together to own a property under a trade name, this affords them the opportunity to actually grow their wealth, especially now in the real estate industry. Sport movement is basically a very easy one. Take, for example, 3 friends who would like to own property. Let's say they want to buy a property of about 10 million naira, and they said, okay, I'm going to save for the next 1 or 2 years to be able to buy the property. Now they've saved the money and go back to the place to purchase the property, but discover that the property that they intended to buy has already appreciated, and it's about now 13 million naira, which means they have to save again. So this keeps putting them in a vicious circle of having to save and not meeting up with the price of the property that they intend to buy. So here is where the SPOP is giving you an opportunity to flexibly own a property with your friends. Now, these 3 friends are coming together right now to co-own this property. Now, remember that we said that financial constraint has been one of the major challenges. So it does not necessarily mean that they are going to contribute evenly. What could happen is that they could contribute in different ratios of fractions in terms of equity. Talking about somebody paying 40% of 10 million, the other party paying 25%, while the other third party is paying 35%. Now, this is the reason why we always offer legal aid for them to be able to open a trade name. Now, the trade name is open such that they can be able to use that name as a registration for their title documents on the property. You do know that when you're preparing a survey, you cannot afford to be putting 3 different names on the survey. And even if you do put 3 different names on the survey, how do you determine which part is owned by who? So this is where the legal aid comes in. And good enough, as a company, we are offering 10 people first legal aids who secure properties by using the SPOP program. Now, with the SPOP program, they are able to acquire the dream property, wait for the time of maturity that they both or all agree upon, and are able to save and grow their wealth. Now, one of the benefits of owning property through the SPOP is that it affords you the opportunity to get volume discounts on properties that you will ordinarily not get as an individual when you're purchasing properties. Now, secondly, another beautiful thing about the SPOP is that it gives you a channel to have a flexible way of paying the property without necessarily straining yourself. So this is what you have been able to do. That is, you have used one stone to kill 2 birds. So this is what we are talking about when we are offering you the SPOP. Looking at your screen right now, you will see on display the groups and the outline figures for each of the categories for SPOP. Now, this does not simply mean that what you have on the screen is cast on stone. As individuals of groups or group owners, you can come to our organization and discuss with us. Even the figures are hypothetically stated there for your clear understanding of what Spop is about. However, if you want to proceed and you want to do more than even the stipulated amount on your screen, we are welcome. We are here to host you to hear your views. Now, that's a nice question to ask. I know people are always worried about safety of their investment, but I want to assure you this. One thing about us is that we always put your best interest forward. Now, going forward, that is why we said that the first 10 people who key into the Spop program will be getting legal aid from us. Why this legal aid? We are doing this so that we can open a trade name. Now, just as you have your CAC document for your business name and your limited liability companies, we have what we call the equity shares. Now, you do know that I said that contributions can vary. Out of 10 million, for instance, party A may be able to drop about 5 million, while the second two parties may be able to drop 3.5 and 1.5 relatively. You understand? So this simply means that they don't own the same equity, and that is why the trade name will protect you, and that is the reason why the equity shares will showcase in the trade name. So that way you are safe. And remember that nobody out of the three parties can sell without the express consent of individuals involved under that trade name. So I hope this really, answers your question. So with this, you do not have any form of challenges. You don't have any problems with security or fear of fraud. This is a secured transaction. Of course, there are two estate projects of ours that you can buy through Spops. We have one which is the Virginia Court Estate, situated in Igbonla, Ekpe, to be precise, Lagos State. Now, this is a very affordable property in a very good serene environment, and the location is also very strategic. The prices are displayed right now on your screen. Now, another of our estate that you can acquire through Spop is the Greenfield Court Estate. Now, this Greenfield Court Estate is situated in Ise Town, Ibeji-Lekki, the commercial hub of Lagos State, considering the kind of development happening in that area right now. Now, this area is a money spinner, and there's no gainsay that the price is actually right for the property you are getting here. Yes, that's about it on today's topic. Now, after watching this program, would you like to buy your property via Spops? If your answer is yes, then quickly call the numbers displayed on your screen. Now, the Spop, that is the shared property ownership program, is not one you would want to let pass you by. So I call on to you to right now work on it and move quickly as possible. Thank you once again and love you. Bye.